Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of this week's practice problems, where I'm just going to briefly touch on these and some of the issues or mistakes I was noticing as we move on to further weeks. So this one is a word problem. We have 30 students in a class, so we know that when I add all of these 4 regions together, actually there's 4 regions here. There's 1 region, 2 regions, 3, and 4. These 4 regions need to sum to 30. So our universal set should total to 30 elements here. So in this case, we're actually going to list, say we put a 7 here. If we put a 7 here, we're saying there are 7 students, not the number 7. Whereas in these two problems, we were specifically listing values. So here in like A, in this region, we'd say there's 1 value. In this region of C, we say there's 2 values. So this time we're taking a little jump and we're listing how many elements or objects fall in each region rather than what the specific number is, because we're not going to list all the 30 students' names. We could, but that would be quite a bit of work. So getting into it, we have Spanish, students in Spanish, so let's put an S there, and we have students in guitar. What we know is 7 are in guitar. We know 3 are in both Spanish and guitar, and 15 are in Spanish. So what you want to watch for here is putting a 15 right here, because these 15 are in Spanish, so my set, this whole set, has to total to 15. Notice that in this image right here, we don't have the overlap considered. So we need to consider the number of students that are in Spanish and guitar first, so we're not double counting. This double counting is the most often occurring mistake I notice in these Venn diagrams. I made it as well. The numbers don't make sense or add up to what they should if you double count, actually. So this one, we're going to start in the middle. 3 are in both Spanish and guitar, so we know 3 here. So right now we have 3 students counted, so there's 27 remaining. If we work backwards further, 7 are in guitar, so this set needs to total to 7. Right now I have 3 students, so that means there's 4 who are only in guitar. So 3 and 4 make 7 in guitar. Now 15 are in Spanish. Well, we already have 3 counted again, so we got to watch that double counting. If we work backwards with the overlap always, we dodge that for most of the time. So 15 are in Spanish, so we need to put another 12 here. 12 and 13 make 15. So now, like I said, the whole set has to add to be, our universal set has to add to 30. Well, we have 12 and 3 to make 15. 4 more to make 19. So we're missing 30, take away 19, we're missing 11 students. So 11 students in this class are in neither Spanish nor guitar. And there we have it. If we add these numbers together in these 4 regions, we get 30 students. Moving to the last problem of this week. This is the one where it's going to be a little trickier. There are a lot of ways of thinking about this, but if you work through it and think about what you're doing, actually it makes sense in this. So let's get right to it here. We have a class of 30 students again. 13 are in statistics, 10 are in pre-calculus, P for pre-calculus, and 10 also are in neither pre-calculus nor statistics. If we just right away add these up, it totals to be more than 30. So we can't just say 13, 10, and 10, because we're double counting, or we're not paying attention to that overlap. So again, work backwards here. If 10 are in neither pre-calculus nor statistics, 10 are outside of those 2 sets. So they're sitting in our universal set, but not in either of the 2 regions. So now what we want to think about is we have 20 students remaining. We have 20 students remaining, and we know 13 are in statistics. So if we take that 13 away, these are the numbers that are in statistics, the whole set, so they could be in pre-calc also. This leaves us with actually 7 students who are not in statistics, and they're enrolled in pre-calculus. So right now we know 7 right there. Now we can continue on. If 10 are in pre-calculus total, we need 3 in this region. So this makes it so we have 10 in pre-calculus. And then, finally, statistics, we have 13 total. Well, we have 3 counted already, so we need another 10 to make that 13. And we can check and make sure that we're in a good place here. 10 and 3 make 13. 7 make 20. 10 make 30. So it's that process of working backwards and kind of thinking about, well, which region do I know? Because unless we want to turn this into a more complex sort of problem that ties in ideas of algebra, we are going to always be able to fill in one of the 4 regions, or depending on how many Venn diagrams we have, one of the regions that's given. As always, I hope these videos helped. I look forward to seeing some more of your work roll in. Again, I miss seeing you in class. This is not optimal, but we're making it work, and I think it's starting to click into place and to getting a rhythm down. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, or you enjoy your weekend, depending on when this is uploaded, and we'll keep in touch.